Welcome back to Cityscape. In this episode of Secret People, we will cover Joseph Eichler, a developer who bought quality but affordable homes to post-World War II families. Of course, Eichlers today are anything but affordable, but the concepts they have brought into urban living makes them worthy of examination. More importantly, Eichler houses are not just homes, they represent a style of living. We will cover their design and philosophy in a second, but for now, let's start by briefly looking at Joseph Eichler himself. Joseph Eichler was born on June 25, 1900 in New York City. No, he was not from Manhattan. He was raised in the Bronx. His father was Austrian, and his mother was German. He attended NYU and obtained a 4-year degree in business. At the age of 25, Joseph Eichler moved to San Francisco, where he worked in his family's produce business. It wasn't until 1943, however, when he rented a Usonian-style home built by Frank Lloyd Wright, that he would be inspired to become a modern real estate developer. He became a builder at the age of 45. It is important to note that Joseph Eichler was not an architect. Many people think he was, but that is actually not the case. In fact, Eichler had never even touched a tool until his 40s. However, he partnered with architect Claude Oakland and founded his own development company. The company's goal was to build affordable homes for progressive communities. Eichler had strong convictions for a future where equality and community thrived. Where Eichler really stood out amongst other developers is that he used architects to design his tract homes, not just the luxury ones. This may be unclear to some, so let me explain. Tract homes are houses that are built on tracts. Developers would purchase a big lot and produce identical houses on a tract. Since factories could mass produce identical parts for these homes, they were very cost effective, but looked generic. Eichler did not go this route. He hired architects to design his tract homes, not just his luxury ones. This made each and every one of his homes unique. Eichler was the only builder in America who provided affordable homes that were designed by highly skilled architects and used quality materials. His goal was to give the average middle-class man or woman a taste of modern California living, without the steep price that normally came with such a lifestyle. Another thing that's not well known about Eichler was his advocacy of fair housing for all on an ethnic level, not just income. He went against FHA regulations that opposed racially integrated neighborhoods. Later in 1958, Eichler actually resigned from the National Association of Home Builders in protest over racial discrimination policies. The Civil Rights Act that ended segregation was enacted in 1964, so Eichler was quite ahead of his time. Now, let's get into the Eichler homes themselves. What makes them so special? Throughout his career, Eichler built around 11,000 homes, most of which are in the northern and southern parts of California. Fun fact, there are actually 3 Eichlers located in New York. I'll leave it as a challenge for my viewers to find them. Be sure to post the Eichler you find on the Cityscape app as a secret spot. Anyway, let's get to the design. The first element that defines Eichler homes are glass facades. The glass facade gives the house a lot of natural light, thus enhancing the atmosphere of the space. The glass facade also brings the exterior inside the house, making the space feel bigger than it actually is. The second element that defines Eichler homes is a constant contact with nature. Eichlers bring natural elements inside and around the home. This is done through trees, stones, dirt, grass, etc. The intention is to get the occupant to move around nature rather than around four walls. The increased sunlight and constant contact with nature make Eichler homes healthier places to live. The last element that defines Eichler homes is the theme of, quote, bringing the outside in, end quote. Eichler homes tend to have a section that is completely exposed to the exterior. So even though you're within the house, you are literally outside in all other senses. This is usually done by having a center courtyard, essentially merging the home with the exterior. The center courtyard is also cool because no matter where you are within the house, you can still get a view of the outside. There are other elements that Eichlers have brought to the forefront of mainstream, such as exposed beams, open plans, thin geometric roofs, and very clean lines. But these are secondary to the main three mentioned: glass facades, constant contact with nature, and bringing the outside in. Fortunately, more homes have adopted similar methods, so these features are no longer rare, especially in a high-end community. So the next time you run into a glass home with a flat roof, you'll know where the inspiration came from. See you next time.